I'm going to answer a divorce question that came in from the internet. My name is Marco Brown. I'm a divorce attorney in Salt Lake City. So here's the question. I'm going through divorce. My husband had a house, a place we lived in for 3 years and then rented out before the marriage, but he used to pay the mortgage with marital money. The question is, if equity will be divided for the years that we were married, how does that work? So yes, very, very likely they will be divided for the years that you're married. Okay, so he had this house for 3 years before you got married. That's kind of how I interpret this question. And then you were married for a period of time. Okay, let's say you were married for 10 years. So you have 3 years that he owned the house before you got married, and then 10 years that you were married. And he's making mortgage payments with marital money on the house during those 10 years. Okay. So the way this is very, very likely to work out is those 3 years, those 3 initial years, you get 0. Okay, this person would get 0. And then the 10 years that these people were married, they're going to split that 50-50. So the way we do this, little inside baseball, is we have to go back and we have to do what's called a historical analysis of the equity and value of the house. So we go look at what the house was worth when it was bought, when it was purchased initially. Then we look at the value of the house when the marriage happened, right? And then we get those 3 years. And then we look at the value of the house at the end of the 10 years, the end of the marriage when they're getting divorced, right? So we're looking at the value at 3 separate times. And then we're kind of dividing things up based on those values. So that's how we go through and do this. But yes, if you're married, you're using marital money to pay on a house that was owned previously, very, very likely that you're going to split the equity increase that happened during the marriage, and that would be split 50-50.